We'll be starting in just a second, folks. All right. Sorry about that. Just a few minutes delayed there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and happy. What is it today? Today is here, Mace. Okay, here we go. That's better. Let me turn this on. There we go. Oh, my lights are off. One second. Let me turn. That's what's up. Hold on one second. Let me turn my lights on. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Whew, I knew something was off today. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was talking to my wife. She was telling me about her friend, a really good friend of hers, who ordered some clothing, some for Christmas, New Year's. She ordered some stuff from Canada, about $800 worth of clothing from Canada, and you know how much the tariffs were? $240 tariffs on $800 worth of sporting clothes from Canada. I was she was really pissed off. Good morning. Sorry, I was. That's what I was doing this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Can you imagine that? $240. Hey, Brendan, Devin, Rihanna, Ivano, Yuri. Good morning. Hawkeye, Tim, Jeff, Roddy, Javad. Yeah. Oh, it is hump day. You know, you're right. It is hump day. I don't know where the week has gone. I'm still recovering from the weekend. We got Fat Antion Fought is here. Fought Antion is here. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right. If I am wrong, I am so sorry. The last thing I want to do is mispronounce somebody's name. Pete, Adrian, Gregory, SJL is here. Robert, Jill. Good morning. Good morning. Frank, Dave. Just realized it's Hump Day. Thanks to you guys. John, Rachel, George. Good morning, everybody. Leo, Peanuts, Bernie the Bear, Texas Kirk, Bull Rider, Randy, Dave, Jody, Dr. Luke, Herb. Good morning, Herb. Omar, good to see you. Good to see you, Omar. Doug, Steven, David, Vernon, Minnesota Matt, Karen the Shark is here. That's right. Kevin, good morning, Kevin. Mark, Wade, Hefe's here. Art, Ivan, Deanna, Mark, Henry, C. Fazio, John, Richard, Tom, Next Gen, Lloyd, Hopium, Tom, Junior. Hey, Junior, good to see you. That's what I call my son, Junior. All right. Greg, Bill, Stan, Scotty, Robert, Lloyd, Wesley. Good morning, Wesley. Raj, Cam. The weather must be pretty nice right now in Las Vegas, actually. Kayleen, Illinois grain farmer. Don, Harold, Eduardo, Jimmy, Kevin, Catherine, Stacy, Moondog, Bob, Russ, Yakov is here. Good morning. Good morning, Yakov. Jason, good morning, Jason. Jason's doing great. Thank you for all the updates, Jason. I appreciate it. Jesse, good morning. Walter, Frex, Genevieve, Jimmy, Steve, Captain Beef, Brian, good morning to you. Haven't seen your dad yet. I hope he's okay. Good morning, Brian. Henry, Cam, Hopium, Terrence, Bob, Dragon Don is here. Got a lot of people here. Let me just go back here. Good morning, Bob. I hope you're doing okay today. Let me just go back here. I missed a lot of people. Adrian, Mark, Kevin, Sandra. Good morning. Good morning, Sandra. I can't believe it's hump day. Pete, Charlie, Clyde, Ralph, Jim. We got Mike. We got Eagle Beagle is here. We got Julio. Good morning, Julio. We got Susan, Image to Frame, Ruth, Bob, Mind, AG Koopa, Sergey is here, CJ. They don't want to give me thumbs up, Bob. What can I tell you? They don't like me. Jimmy, Henry, David. It must be all that political talk. Henry, David, Warren, Moondog, Daniel. Good morning, Daniel. Sorting clothes for women in Canada because we don't sell it in America. Well, yeah, I know, but hey, what can I tell you? What can I tell you, Daniel? It's it's a free world out there. Diamond, Stacy, Duzzy. That's what my wife told her, by the way, after she bought it. But she's actually pretty new in this country, so she's not from here. Duzzy, Kathleen, Yasin, Paul, Don, RP Costa Blanca, Joel, Flying Ronin, Dave, Pearly, SB, Adam. That's right. Powell, Hoy Vey, Matt, John, Ann, Bob, Mr. Goose. Hey, Goose. Good to see you. Good to see you, Gustavo. Daniel, Federal Reserve, finally. Oh, I'd love to eliminate them. Tom, HG's here. Good morning, HG. Got a lot of people here today. James, Angie. Good morning, Angie. Pensacola, not too far. Not too far. Nice place. Susan, Image to Frame. Kurt, Walter, Ruth, Mike, Stefan, BG Win, Jeremiah, Rob, Kay. Good morning, Richie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shamens, Bill, Richie. We got Adam. We got Naples fan, Michael, Arnulfo, and Tim. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who are just coming in here right now, and if I didn't mention your name, I apologize. Please don't take it personally. Please go to the gearbox right here and make sure you're not on auto like I am. Make sure you're on 1080p. Okay? Make sure you're 1080p. Otherwise, it'll download your speed and it's not going to be pretty. 1080p. And while you're there, if this is helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. Okay? And right here, you can subscribe to this channel, which will notify you anytime we're live. Hey, Phil, good morning to you. All right. All right. Good morning, Palmer. I want to go fast. You don't want to go fast in the market, Mr. I want to go fast. You definitely don't want to go fast in the market. Hey, Jack, good to see you. All right. Let's talk about the market. Let's break everything down, and hopefully I'll get to work at somewhat reasonable time today. So far, everything is lower. Everything is lower. Everybody knows what we've got today. We got the employment cost index, which is not going to be a big deal, and it's delayed. Insult to injury. We got the petroleum report, which is significant. We got the FOMC announcement, which is completely meaningless, and then we have the big daddy we have right here. This is the big. This is going to be the big story today. Okay, this is going to be the big story today. So please, folks, don't, maybe a little day trading. Maybe I'm not going to do anything. I don't know, but I'm going to be very cautious today. Why? Because if we make the wrong move, we could be up the shit creek, excuse me, without any, you know what. So this is not a good, you don't think you're smarter than the Fed. Don't think you can predict the future. We already know they're going to lower rates. We don't know what Powell's going to say. Actually, ironically, I really don't know he's going to say because, as I mentioned yesterday, he's in a very unique position right now. Because you see, he's going to lower rates, but at the same time, he has to figure out a way to lower the rates and basically tell us in a nice way that he's not going to be lowering rates again and defend lowering rates this time. You understand? So it's a very interesting position, and I'll tell you why. I don't think he should be lowering rates right now, okay? I don't think he should be lowering rates right now. Just my personal opinion. But he's going to lower rates. It's going to happen. It's a fact, which is, I think, the dumbest thing to do right now, but what do I know? Obviously, I don't know anything about anything, but I think lowering rates right now would not be a great idea in light of the unforeseeability. I think waiting for the first quarter would be smart, but it's going to happen. But I want to see how he's going to defend this position and at the same time warn us about the future. Okay? What can he say without data? Well, that's the thing. So I think he's going to he's got to figure out a way to be cautious. So here's what he has to do. He has to be bullish on the economy, but very cautious on the economy. Does that make sense? It's a weird position he's going to be in right now. It's a really weird position. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to do what he always does. He's going to talk for 90 minutes to try to get himself out of it. And he's probably going to say something that I can describe in less than 10 words. Like, for example, 90 minutes last time to tell us we have a problem with inflation and we have a problem with the job market. We've never been in this position and we don't know how we're going to get out of it. That's all he had to say, but he spent 90 minutes saying that. 90 minutes saying that. So I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know how he's going to say it, but yeah, right. Kid gets a new bike for now, but is it going to last? That's actually a good way to look at it. That's actually a good way to do it. Like, hey guys, I want to give you this brand new bike, but you're probably not going to be getting anything for the next year. You know what I mean? It's so his what he's going to say is going to be really impactful and important. Okay. Right. Exactly. Hey, good morning, Acme. Good morning, everybody. If I missed you, good morning, and welcome. Lower rates, so lower interest rates is weak for the dollar. Lower interest rates will weaken the dollar, and weakening the dollar will strengthen gold. So lowering rates is actually bullish for the gold market indirectly. Okay, so what about earnings? We've got Costco and AVGO after the market closes today, folks. These are really important stocks to the economy. Costco, if you don't know why Costco is important to the economy, I'm not going to explain it here. I think it's pretty self-evident. You know, Costco, Home Depot, Costco, Target, retail, and Costco. This is a real big people. Costco spends more money in research than they do in building new stores, and I'm not kidding you. People have made millions buying homes near where they build new Costcos. Remember that area I was telling you about it 2 years ago, World Golf Village, that's exploding right now? They just built a Costco, literally, like over the last year. That's where I take my Rachel horseback riding. They're building a Costco there. So very important for the economy, okay? And AVGO is a top semiconductor stock, okay? Always wear a helmet. Oh, absolutely wear a helmet, a big helmet. Angie equals Machego. Let's see, what did he say? Safe say the market always had helmets, so when we walk around, don't go crazy, but I carry a skateboard with me too. Yeah, there you go, Daniel. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, they're coming out tonight after the market closes, so it's going to be a catalyst for tomorrow. And I don't know if these are coming out in the morning or in the afternoon tomorrow, but these haven't come out yet. They're coming out tonight, so it'll be a catalyst for tomorrow. So, Ricardo, you are correct. In terms of when it's going to impact the market. It's going to impact the market tomorrow, but I believe you could see right here, Costco, and I checked this morning. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't crazy because these are big ones. See, after the market closes, is today the 10th or the 11th? Oh, today's the 10th. He may be right. Oh, he's right. This is wrong. What about AVGO? Let me look at AVGO. He's onto something here. Yeah, he's right. Let me move these. The guy made a mistake. What about Adobe and Oracle? Hold on. He's right. And I'm wrong. Oh, they got him backwards. Okay, I see what he did. He got these backwards. Okay, that's good. Oracle. I'll just change them right now. Yes, I see what happened. Ah, sorry about that, folks. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Thank you for who corrected me? Ricardo, thank you. I appreciate it. And Ricardo, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, folks. I don't pretend to know everything. Okay, I really don't. Adobe. Let's see if Adobe. I think Adobe's coming out tomorrow. Then, yeah. So. Okay. So I got it now. I got it right. So tomorrow, these will be very, very impactful and very, very impactful. Adobe, Oracle, Costco, and AVGO, but not tonight. I have a couple that are impacting us tonight, but those are not it. Bond market. All right, bond market. Thank you for bringing that up, and you too, Tom. Thank you for watching out for you. Yeah, Chewy's not is not an S&P 500 stock. Chewy's not an S&P 500 stock. Folks, today we're supposed to start a really bullish seasonal period. The Christmas effect, holiday, Christmas, whatever, the bullish run. There's like 50 different names for it. The holiday Christmas rally, whatever you want to call it. I call it bullish seasonality for the end of the year. It's supposed to start today. It's going to start if the Fed tells us what we want to hear. If not, the bond market's dropping. I believe the bond market's going to stay here till we hear the report. If the report is positive for us, we're going to see the bond market elevate very, very sharply to the upside. If the report is down and we start breaking down, oy vey, it ain't going to be pretty. I'm telling you right now. Maybe today he'll be a Santa Claus. We'll see. We'll see. Open one in the villages. Yeah. So thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate that. All right, let's continue. So we have to watch the bond market very carefully today, and we have to watch volatility very, very carefully. And volatility is going up, and it is crossing the moving average. Okay, and it's almost at the 15-day. The first resistance is at 1840. Okay, U.S. dollar. Remember what I told you? Just sitting and in this descending triangle and continuing to build without any directional bias. I think the U.S. dollar is waiting for the data today. So we'll see. No action from the US dollar. None. Because there's no action from the US dollar and there's no action from the bond market. Gold has absolutely no idea what it wants to do. But I will tell you this. The fact that gold is holding on this very long is very bullish. The longer you could stay here without breaking down, the more bullish. This is a nice flag. Here's your pole and here's the the flag. What I don't like is volume, but volume has been low across everything except US dollar. I mean, we haven't had a lot of volume. So the fact that it's holding on and just ticking right at the 8-day EMA is a bullish sign. If interest rates go down today, it should be bullish for the gold market. Where is our wonderful guru? Clyde? I don't know. Who are you talking about, Eduardo? Are you talking about Clyde? Bonnie? Who are you talking about, Eduardo? Is there another guru that I'm not aware of? Let me know. Bonnie's taking over Clyde's job today. That's Bonnie right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no action today, guys. Please, please be very. This is not a time to be a hero. Okay. Crude oil. Remember, I warned you that crude oil is going to come back into this channel. Well, guess what? It's now back into this channel completely. Look at that. Not completely, but almost. And I believe it'll continue coming off. Crude oil. Remember, crude oil and gold are priced in U.S. dollars. Okay, so if the U.S. dollar gets weaker, it's actually bullish for the crude oil market, and it's bullish for the gold market. And right now, the U.S. dollar doesn't. It's in a descending triangle. I'll just leave it at that. Descending triangles usually break to the downside. Okay. No, he's going to lower rates, Paul. If he doesn't lower rates, okay. So I think I agree with Paul. He shouldn't lower rates, but I think he's going to lower rates. He's going to lower rates because it would create a huge, huge problem if he doesn't lower rates. And he is political. China is near the bottom of this range. This price action is completely random. I can't make heads or tails out of it at all. So I'm just not going to do anything with it. I mean, it's just choppy at best. At best. Hey, Carla, good to see you. Oh, my wife just left. All right, now we can get the party started. My wife just left. No, just kidding. All right. So very little directional bias. What about Bitcoin? What did I tell you? Symmetrical triangle, very little directional bias. And folks, if you think it's a coincidence that the bond market is just sitting right here doing nothing on lower than average volume, that the US dollar is doing nothing, that gold is not doing much, that crude oil is not doing much. No, it's everybody's waiting for this report. This is a really important report. That's right, Phil. Yeah, 97% priced in, which means if they don't lower rates, if they don't lower rates, and they will, but if they don't, this would end up right here. Oh, by the way, that's our target right here. So it's priced in. All right. Eduardo says I want red meat for today. Yeah, I do too. I do too. But red meat for today is don't do anything till after the Fed announcement, except maybe take a strangle or straddle or something. Okay, let's continue. So Bitcoin, symmetrical, very little directional bias. Very, very little directional bias. Okay. All right. Real quick before we continue, I will be in the VIP room today at noon talking about the Fed extensively, and I will be continuing the PIT presentation from yesterday. Folks told me yesterday they enjoyed it so much that they absolutely love it. What will be the consequences of Trump naming a puppy at the Fed next year? I have no idea, hardly. I don't know. So VIP room, here's what I'll be talking about in the VIP room today. Let me just give you a little taste. How I select options for pit trades, turning pit trades into debit spreads, using the Pro Trader dashboard to scan as a scanner, making sure volume aligns, something that a lot of you have a big problem with, top stocks using the pit that I'm watching right now, and possible live trades using the pit. And yesterday we had a really good session in the pit, and we're going to do it again today. So it's happening at noon today, and I'll be live till about 2:30. So I'll be live throughout the announcement with you guys, so we can hear it together. Okay, it'll be pretty cool. I'll be live from noon till about 2:30 with you guys. Okay. You're welcome, Rock. You're welcome. Nobody cares about what happens at 2 o'clock, folks. Nothing's going to happen at 2 o'clock. This is where the fun starts, right here. Nothing will happen here. Here, let me make a prediction for you. We're going to lower rates a quarter of a basis point. There. That's what's going to happen at 2 o'clock. This is where the fun starts. This is where the volatility starts. So just so you know, again, nothing will happen here except them lowering rates. This will not give a market anything. This is where the fun will start, right here. This right here. Don't be foolish and initiate positions based on this. That's the biggest rookie mistake you can make, right here. Press conference. After he starts getting deeply into it, that's when the fun starts, okay? Right here. Nothing till 2:35, 2:45, nothing till that time, okay? He's almost done with his term, okay? And I know somebody who's going to replace him, actually, believe it or not. I've met the guy before. Okay, what are our catalysts? Come on, guys, catalysts. What are our catalysts? Catalysts. Nice, Cam. Very, very nice. Let me give you the customer service live. Here's customer service live. Cam and Gustavo show today at from 10 to 1 p.m. every single day. You guys do not want to miss it. There's the link. And here's the link to our free Telegram channel if you're still not on it, okay? And I highly recommend you get in on it because it doesn't cost anything. All right. Yeah, consumer staples, industrial, and the crude oil. That's what I got, Minnesota Matt, and obviously Fed. Yeah. Hey, that's exactly what I got. John got industrial, consumer. Yes, that's what I got. I got consumer staples, industrial, and Fed. Finally, we're on the same page. I think that's the first time today. Hey, does anybody know when it ends? It's supposed to end like in next quarter or something. Does anybody know? Let me know. Market internals and volume profile. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna have to post the link again. That's some hot stuff you guys got in the room today. Folks, highly recommend you check out what Cam and Gustavo and Goose are gonna do for you today. That sounds really good. Market internals and volume profile, and nobody ever invites me. Huh, that's good. Very nice, very nice. By the way, TradingView has a very nice volume profile metric. All right, let's talk a little bit about this, okay? Let's get into this. We're pretty much, I mean, we're not flat, but we're pretty flat right now, waiting for the report, and we're going to be flat pretty much all day. Higher bond yield, folks. Higher bond yield is waiting on stock index prices. The 10-year note yield rose. That's this right here, okay? Very important. Very, very important. No, no, no. He's going to be done way before 2028. He's going to be done in May or April. Angie, April or May, something like that. Like another quarter or quarter and a half, something like that. Tell me I'm crazy, but I think it's another quarter. He only has like 4 or 5 months left. Okay, so this is not good. This is not good. Investors grew more cautious about the pace of rate cuts next year, including me. I'm the guy that's getting very cautious. Yesterday's session, AutoZone and APP and all the auto stocks slumped. Like I actually traded one of them for a quickie, over 7%. J.P. Morgan slid. This is why the Dow. Did you guys remember during the day the Dow just started going down? QQQ was fine, everything was fine, but blue chips started going down. Dow especially. That's because of J.P. Morgan. That was they announced that their firmware expense would be $105 billion. Toll Brothers also fell. Not good. The interest rates going up is not good for home builders. May, okay. May, okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I said. A little over a quarter. A little over a quarter and a half. But you know what? Honestly, towards like the last month when he's almost done, people stopped completely paying attention to anything he says. I could tell you that based on the past experiences. Our asset management climbed 7%. They're going to be added to the S&P 500 December 11th. I personally think that's tomorrow. I personally believe there were a lot better stocks to add, but they needed something not techie. So this is good. Now, folks, just so you know, typically, yeah, he's been Rebecca. He's been spot on. He's been spot on like that on his thing. So typically, when a stock joins the S&P 500, it gets a lot of love. So let's keep our eye on that stock, ARES, for the next couple of months. Okay. Rod says if rates go down and inflation goes up, maybe the market won't continue on the upward trend it has been on. If rates go down, inflation, I don't want to get too much into it. We'll see what happens. May 12th, May 15th, anywhere around there. Any more new adds to the S&P? Not as far as I could see, just this. Labor market released JOLTS report showed job openings rose to a 5-month high. That's not good. That's not good. We'll see if let's see, are we going to get we're going to get the jobless claims tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get the jobless claims tomorrow. Okay, let's continue. All right. It's hard to read too much into the JOLTS report. It is. Today, all eyes are on the Federal Reserve. Monetary policy, Federal Reserve Committee is widely expected to deliver a 25-point base cut for a third straight meeting. We already know this is going to happen. Market participants will scrutinize their dot plot in its summary. This is what I'm talking about. This is what everybody's going to be paying attention to. The implied move in the U.S. stock market. Now, listen and listen good. Listen and listen good. Folks, listen and listen good. The implied move in the U.S. stock market following the Fed's decision is just under 1% in either direction. According to data, a swing of that magnitude would be the largest post-Fed meeting move in the S&P index since March. Okay? March. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Do you understand the kind of move we could be having potentially? So, folks, here, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this for all of you. So every time you want to put on a trade, you read this. I know how to deal with all of you. Hold on. Let me put this in the chat. Here. Here's how I deal with you. Every time you want to put on a trade today before 2:30 Eastern time, just read above and hopefully it will help you avoid FOMO. Okay? So I just posted this for you in the main Telegram channel, okay? Now, Reuters, he's going to be part of it, but he's not going to be the head. Not an iron condor, Paul, a straddle or a strangle, an opposite of an iron condor. Opposite of an iron condor. If they're telling you that the move is going to be the biggest move since March, you don't want to do an iron condor, you want to do a straddle or a strangle, the opposite of an iron condor. I know what you're thinking, but no, you don't want to straddle. You want to. So you see this? Every time you want to put on a trade today before 2:30, just read this, okay? Since March, okay? All right. Just in case you get frisky today, okay? All right. I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. I love hanging out with you guys. Okay, okay, so I'm going to read something. Please stop saying that I'm name dropping. I'm literally reading the cover of bar charts, okay? I'm not name dropping anything. If it's not here, I don't talk about it. If it's here, I talk about it. Why? Because if it's on the cover of bar chart, it's probably pretty important financial news, okay? White House National Economic Counsel Kevin Hassett, the front runner, my ex-partner, the front runner for President Trump's surge to replace Powell, said on Tuesday, wait, let's wait. Remember what I told you about Kev? I remember what I told you. He's a yes man through and through. He believes there is ample room to significantly lower rates, potentially by more than a quarter of a point. If the data suggests that we could do it, then like right now, I think there's plenty of room to it, Hassett said. You don't need to get out of any trades. Uh, oh boy. Oh boy. Whew, the next 8 years is going to be interesting. On the economic data front, investors will focus on the U.S. Employment Cost Index, which will be released in the next couple of hours. The figures to be negative 1.2 million barrels. This will impact crude oil prices. And I think crude oil is going to start coming right back down into this channel. Okay. Rock to run will vote and come out better. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Let's continue. So I just want you to know something. All right. If you guys are curious about Kev's sense of market timing, take a look when he first published his book, Dow 36,000. Okay? Just take a look at when the market crashed and take a look at when he published his book, Dow 36,000. And I think everything will become really, really clear for you. Okay? You will have a very clear clarity of his market timing skills. Just look at the date he published his book, Dow 36,000. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. Okay? I'll leave it at that. On the earnings front, prominent companies like Oracle and Adobe and Synopsys are set to report their quarterly figures. Oracle results will attract particular attention amid concerns over lofty tech valuations. So before it was AI concerns, now it's lofty tech valuations. Folks, there are no lofty tech valuations. Techs have been doing beautifully. And all those problems they thought they had with AI, NVIDIA completely crushed them. So this is just complete nonsense. We have not had lofty tech valuations. Earnings came out twice as good as they were expected to. And NVIDIA put a big cap on all of that whole semiconductors are overvalued crap. Okay? This is fake news, okay? This is fake news. Let's see. I think we should hype each other. We can. There's ways negative in the world. Yeah. All right. Anyways, so we got a couple of things going on. Europe is down 0.21, just like bonds are actually. I think bonds are down. Yep, 0.24. Not good. Not good. Mirroring the cautious mood across global markets. That's right. Investors wait for the Fed final decision. Insurance and financial stocks. Insurance is financials. Led the decline on Wednesday. All right. No. Alexander's writing this. This guy, who actually is pretty good for the most part. I want to meet him one day because I read his stuff every day. I feel like I know this guy, and I feel like he comes here sometimes. Yes. Europe. So I read about Europe. Let's talk a little bit about China. Index closed lower today as investors digested fresh inflation data. Bank stocks. Bank is financials. That's not good. Insurance stocks. That's financials. So financial stocks are dropping in Europe and in China ahead of the Fed report. That ain't good. That ain't good. Japan closed slightly lower as investors adopt a cautious stance, blah, blah, blah. Electronic stocks underperformed, not good. That's bond market. Data released on Wednesday shows Japan wholesale prices rose 2.7 in November from a year earlier, matching the pace recorded in the previous months. You know, their bond yield climbed to a 17-year high. I talked about this 3 years ago happening. As soon as Warren Buffett started investing in Japan, here live on this broadcast. Industrial earnings, consumer staple earnings, and crude oil. You guys have got it 100% correct. Of course it is. Of course it is. GEV is a S&P 500. Look, look, look. Let me click this button. Look at what happens. Look at what happens. GEV, industrial, okay? Up 10, up $63. Definitely a catalyst today. Okay? Definitely a catalyst today. Definitely a catalyst today. Okay. And also Pepsi Cola. No, GameStop is not a catalyst. It's not in the S&P 500. It will not influence or move markets. I mean, if you're a small cap, this is good, but if you trade smaller stocks, but large caps. And when we start doing smaller stocks, I'll focus more on the small caps too. But for now, we don't really till for the next couple of weeks. They're not really on our. This stuff is not on our. It's not on our block. Anyways, GEV and Pepsi Cola, right here. Those are the catalysts today. Those are the catalysts. Here's your industrial. Yes, man, he's going to be the next Fed chair. There will be more cuts next year. There will be, Terrence. He will be the next chair, and there will be more cuts next year. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I've kind of explained it to you pretty clearly. By the way, I've only been talking about it for the last uh, 11 months and 10 days. All right. We talked about the catalyst. Let's now talk about the stock market. Where's the put to call ratio? Let's see. I haven't checked it yet this morning, actually. I forgot. Let's check our put to call ratio. Let's see what's going on there. Survey says, remember, it's only good in the mornings. It's not good in the evenings. Okay, neutral. Nothing crazy here. Neutral. Very, very neutral. Very, 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 very neutral. Okay, very neutral. Hey, we got over 800 people here. Folks, if you don't mind, please make sure you're watching at 1080p and please make sure you give us a thumbs up. We're up at 800 folks here, which is fantastic, which is really nice. Let me just take a little. All right, there we go. All right. So this is okay. This is okay. What about volatility? Volatility is going up. We don't want to go too much above this level. We definitely don't want to go above here. If volatility keeps spiking, it's going to put pressure on the market, okay? Yeah, put the call ratio is in balance right now. It is. It's balanced right now. Okay. What about the big picture? Okay, let's look at the big picture. For the most part, you've got retail here. That's great for interest rates. You got semiconductors. That's great for interest rates. You got Russell 2000 here. That's great for interest rates. You got technology, Bitcoin, energy. I don't know why energy's up here, but nonetheless, communication, financial, mid-cap, QQQ. This is beautiful. The only thing I don't like here is consumer discretionary and home builders. But, it's never going to be well, sometimes it can be perfect, but this is good. This is pretty much primed for a good move for interest rates going down right here. This is ready for interest rates to go down right here. Okay. The VIX, I watched the VIX. The VIX is right at the 15-day. What I'm hoping for is that it just stays here and comes right back down. We don't want to violate the 15-day, which is at 1759. And we really don't want to violate 18 and a half. Okay. Right here. Here's the VIX. Okay. As far as total number of stocks breaking out, momentum is not bad right now to the upside. You've got 178 stocks. Yesterday you had 160. Before that you had three something, 303, 350, but it's okay. It's in the hundreds. And you have equal 20-day breakdowns. You have about 150. So market's fairly balanced. As far as 90 days, you got some upside momentum, but you have no downside momentum, which means downwards pressure is very stubborn right now, which is good for the bulls. Good for the bulls. This is good for the bulls. This is good, bad for the bears, meaning good for us for bullish stocks. Okay. There's not a lot of A lines. I'll talk about that in a minute. There's a couple of stocks that are on my list that look pretty, but markets are fairly stable. Here's a few things that I don't like. I don't like how this is just coming off like this. I want to see this break through and make a new high. Okay. We're now near the 8-day EMA and we have very little volume. You can argue that the volume is low because of the holidays, and you can argue that the volume is low because we're getting into the Fed data, but either way, I don't like this. RSP, has already started its descent. Remember, I drew this here. I showed this to you guys. I was talking about a question that Yuri asked yesterday. I was showing you this, and he asked me a question about why we're not respecting trend lines right now. And I explained yesterday that this is the equal weighted SPY, and we're just doing this, right? And what I said was, I don't want this to happen. If this happens, this is very bad. See how it's kind of happening right now? Kind of we're going back down. We don't want to see this. We want this to come up. If the interest rates go down, this should come up, not down. So I don't like what I'm seeing here right now. And we do not have a trend in the equal weighted SPY, which is this is what we've been trading the last several months. Okay. You think we've been trading this, or this. Here, you'll see what I'm talking about. But in reality, see the mags, you look at the last few days. We're outside of this triangle. We're outside of this triangle. We're barely, but we're outside of this triangle. That's not good. That's not good. And volume is low. So the price action for the last several days, as you could see here, has just been crap. Look at this. Just crap. Crap. Okay? Just complete crap. All right? I think something's wrong with this counter, Eduardo. I think that's what the problem is. I think something's going on with this counter. It's going like from 800 to 600, and I can't keep track of it. But anyways, this is not great. Although I do like how it's holding here, I don't like the volume. Today's going to be a big day, one way or the other, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be in the direction of the RSP. Okay? Look at MAGs. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Look at SMH. Look at this. I mean, you can argue that this is a bullish move, but this is more of like there's nothing going on move. We're waiting. We're waiting. The fact that we're waiting up here, though, and not breaking down is a good sign. But I am very concerned about the RSP topping out here, making an all-time high, topping out, and ready to come off. Okay? Yeah, it's weird. It went from 800 to 684 to sometimes this thing is messed up. So, anyways, we don't want to see this at the 15. We don't want to see this at the 50. We'll be watching RSP. Remember, this is the broad market, not this. This is what you think is the broad market. But even let's just assume this is the broad market. Look, haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. And the fact that we haven't been able to take out this high is not a good thing, and volume is coming down. Okay? So I want this to be a reverse head and shoulders, with this being the neckline and us breaking out, but I'm very cautious. And I really don't like the way RSP is looking. Let me look at equal weighted spot, the QQQ, real quick. I'm just telling you, I'm not loving this price action. I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. You see how this started the descend? See this right here, how we're here? I don't want this coming down. See how this high is higher than this high? That's a red flag. See how we can't take out this high? That's a red flag. We did do it in SMH, but we're not able to do it anywhere else. So you see how equal weighted assets are looking? See how RSP, oops, is looking? This is what I'm fearful of. The fact that we're just going to going, keep going here, keep creating a chop chop. That's what I'm fearful of. Yeah, they all look similar. They all look exactly similar. But SMH and MAGs were at least able to keep it straight. This already kind of is curling down. And same thing with equal weighted QQQ. You could see it. And that's why I told you yesterday. See this? This is why I told you yesterday that momentum levels are declining. And look, we're back below 50% on the S&P. We went to 55 and now we're back to 47. Russell 1000, we're back to 49%. NASDAQ 100, we're at 50%. So we tried to rally. We tried to go higher and the market's like, nope, we don't have more momentum. By the way, don't say I didn't warn you, but I want to show you something about utilities. I want to show you something interesting. You guys may get a kick out of this. And I showed this to you a few days ago, but I'm going to show this to you right now. That's the lowest level that they've ever been in 10 years. Look. Remember, utilities usually start going up when markets start going into the crapper. Here, let me show. I'll put this on Telegram for you, okay? Okay, it's on Telegram. You have it on Telegram. RSP's coming off. Look at RSP. This is the SPY. See how it's holding on because of market cap? But if you equalize the market cap, this is what you have. It's not looking good. So we really need Powell to say something very frisky today. See, look at RSP. Look at the bar 2 days ago on Monday. This is Monday right here. No, actually, excuse me. This is Tuesday. This is yesterday, and this is already today. This is Tuesday. Look at that. That's not good. Look at QQQ. Again, I'm just showing you all the factors. Look at QQQ. We couldn't take out this high, and we're coming off. It's not good. This is yesterday. It's not even today's. And volume is shit. And utilities are in the lowest level they've been in 10 years. Look at that. Well, what do you mean, Roger? Look at it. It's right here. It's in front of your face. Yes, utilities goes up when market drops. What are utilities? Your water and energy bill, your utilities bill, your water, energy, power, all that, that stuff. Nuclear stocks, nuclear. This is utilities. But Roger, how could that be? Well, speculative stocks are near all-time highs. Defensive stocks are at the bottom. Do you think they're going to go much lower? I think they're going to start coming back up. Just FYI. Everybody's waiting. But this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. And they were up here just a few months ago. Now they're coming down. This is not good. People put money into utilities for interest. Utilities pay high dividend. Okay? Utility stocks pay high dividends. So folks put their money in utilities when the stock market is not giving them enough gains. You understand? Stock market's been giving good gains. It's near all-time highs right now. It's like a fraction from all-time high. So utilities have been going down. So if the U.S. stock market gets defensive, utilities will go up. My question to you is, how often does it stay here and how often does it go here? This is a back test. This is a 10-year back test. You tell me. Do you think it's going to stay here for very long? You tell me. Okay, levels. Let's do levels. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Anybody still short PDD in the pit? It's only down almost 3% this morning. Just FYI. That bonus trade I gave you in the pit. Yeah. Okay, let me give you levels. Let me give you levels. Let me give you levels. Let's see. Well, there you go. You'll be hopefully you'll be sending me a nice email today. All right, let's look at our levels. By the way, how did our levels work from yesterday? These are our levels from yesterday. I did not touch them since then. I'm about to erase them. Actually, I'm about to do nothing. They're perfect. Look at my levels from yesterday, guys. These are the levels that I gave you yesterday. Not bad, right? I'm not going to change them. I'm just going to add one thing right here. That's my levels from yesterday, and I'm sticking to them. Okay. Nice. Nice when you don't have to change anything. Look at that. That's from yesterday. You're welcome. Getting a lot of nice emails from all of you lately. All right. A lot of nice emails yesterday. Don't have to do anything. I mean, just had to add a couple of lines. Look at this. Look at how they held. Okay, let's look at QQQ. Wow. Whew. Folks, are you seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? These are levels from yesterday. I got to tell Matt to start trading these. Hopefully he will. This I'm not even going to change anything. They're perfect. I can't make them better than this. This is from yesterday. Boom, 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 boom. QQQ levels unchanged from yesterday. Look how well they held. Look at that. That's pretty damn good. That's from yesterday. Angie says, I trade them. Doing a great job. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really try hard. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I don't know if you guys can tell from people who are faking it or not, but I'm not faking it. I'm trying my hard to help you guys make money and keep your money. SMH. Ugh, they were terrible last night. This is random crap. Look at that. They held, but just so noisy. Look at that. Hardly anything happening last night. Here, we'll put that here. We'll leave that there. We'll add one more and call it a day. Here, we'll delete this. Yeah, there's not much there. Okay. Not much to work with there. I guess everybody's waiting for today's announcement. I mean, look at this price data. It's just, look at this. Just crap. SMH levels, pretty noisy last night. Not a lot of traction. Okay. So we got SPY. Let me do Russell 2000. Ooh, wow. Look at how well they held yesterday, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is fantastic. I wish somebody drew levels like this for me. Shoot. Let me just delete this and I'll do it again. How come nobody draws levels like this for me? No soup for Uncle Roger. All right. That's about as good as trading action was very sloppy last night. I'm telling you right now, very sloppy last night. Makes sense too. You know, everybody's waiting. Like when we were reading all the global markets notice, everybody's waiting, everybody's waiting, everybody's waiting. Okay, here is SMH levels. And let me do bonds. Got to do bonds. Giving us, you appreciate it. No problem, Jill. My pleasure. Anything I can do to help you guys, anything I can do to help you guys become, make more money or trade better. I'm game. And this is bond levels from yesterday. Look at that. Just have to add something here. Have to just make this little adjustment right there. And we're good, I think. Let's see. Just this a little lower. That's it. Wow. I got to tell you, they do work pretty damn well. Okay. And this is TLT levels. All right, you guys should be good. Needs to read the cliff notes from your morning show. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. He used to do it and it used to hurt him. And I give him the synopsis on the way to work. I call him every day on the way on the way to the office and I give him the synopsis. Volume. Okay. And yesterday we had a good, I think we had a 50 or a 60% winner on one of the small caps. If you guys made out, let me know. Okay, let's see what we got today. Ooh, look at that. We're coming in hot. Uh, ESH. And, once we launch the service, we're not going to have to, I'll be doing them myself and just posting them alerts. We're not going to be going through this. I just want to do something free for you guys till we launch, just to kind of give you a feel for one of the tactics that we'll be using. We'll be using about 4 or 5 different ones, but this is just one of them. 19, above 19. Let's continue. Ooh, look at that. ASPC. This is a little expensive, but I'll put it on here anyway, just because. 40, let's put it at 44.60. 44.60. I usually don't do that, but I'll make an exception because the volume is really good here. Wow, look at that. We got a lot of stuff going on today. ENVB above 1615. Nope. No. 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 Got plenty more here. I'll be keeping track of all these alerts and all of that. But again, I'm just doing this right now to kind of show you how the sausage is made. And we've been doing really great. We've been yesterday I think we took a 40 or 50% winner. 125 on this one. 125. Okay. Yeah. No. No. Well, I want crazy volume. I don't want good volume. I want crazy volume. Hmm. Okay, I'll bite. NXDR above 280. 280. I'll bite. Okay, we're almost done here. No, no, no. Nah, too sloppy. And usually it'll be stocks up to $20, if that. But I made one exception here because it's a real speculative stock. Um, APVO above 165. And I think that may be it. I think that may be it. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's it. And Angie, thank you so much for writing that. You guys are great. Let me just rewrite them just again. ESHA greater than 19. We got ASPC greater than 44.60. I apologize for that one, but sometimes we have to make exceptions. Uh, ENVB 1615. MNTS greater than 125. And XDR greater than 280. APVO greater than 165. That's it, folks. There you go. That's it. Now, let me give you let me give you my large caps. Hey, I'm actually going to make it to work today on time. Look at that. And let me just see how the market's doing real quick. Bonds are doing nothing right now. Look, just sitting in that range, right? And SPY is not really doing much anywhere right now, just bouncing off these levels. Also, keep an eye on the 8-day EMA on the SPY right here on the daily chart. See how we're bouncing off? Keep an eye on that. We want to keep bouncing. We don't want to break down here. That's a red flag and would confirm what I'm fearful of. Overall, I don't like this volume and I'm not liking the market and I really want to see a big move. You mislabeled the IWM. Oh, that's not good. Let's go there. You're right. I did. Let me change that. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it. Thank you for correcting me. Who was it that corrected me? Oh, Goose. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Goose. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Okay. So let me give you stocks that I'm looking at. APTV. Yeah, small caps that could run. That's exactly what it is. What is your volume trigger for the small caps above? No, no, no. Mike, I want crazy volume. I don't want volume above normal volume. I want crazy volume. I want volume like 500%, 1,000% higher than average daily volume. I want Michiganer volume. I want crazy volume. I don't want high volume. I want the highest volume the stock has had in a year. Okay. You could, some of them will have options, but most of them are just shares. Okay, shorts, APTV. You need to wait for the stock to break this level. Again, remember, this is our watch list stocks, so they're not ready. There's a reason they're called watch list stocks. We want to break this low right here, and then we have a nice A line to the downside. Okay. VRSN. I haven't had this stock on my watch list in quite some time. Nice A line. This one already broke this level. So you could see this already, what I'm waiting on the other one, this one already did. Okay. Kind of, that's what I'm waiting on the other one to do. The one we just showed, ROP. If you watch most any of the gurus, you'll see clear and distinct difference within just a minute. Rebecca says, if you watch most just about any other guru, you'll see a clear and distinct difference within just a minute or two. Oh, well, hopefully favoring me, Rebecca. All right, right here. See this right here? We can get stuck here. I don't want us to get stuck here. So right here. See this level right here? We need this broken. And while I'm doing this, feel free to set alerts, or you can watch the replay and set alerts. And if you go a little further, that's okay too. Like right here, that's okay too. We need volume to pick up and this to break down. But definitely getting ready for a move. ZTS. That's nice. Bearish stock on volume, by the way. On volume. Hard to find anything to the downside right now, honestly. SYI. Looks just like that stock that I just gave you, ZTS, by the way. Look almost identical. VST. VST. This is a utility company. Now, I would prefer you wait for it to break this level right here. This is the year-to-date VWAP. And we're going to have to change this VWAP on January 1st. But I would prefer you wait for it to break below 161. Nice, Angie. Very nice. Last week and made money twice. Very nice. Very, very nice. So nice. Very nice. Very nice. Laura says, I am so old, Bollinger and I used to email. Oh my goodness gracious. VST. Ollie. This stock. I think I had this stock on my list a few days ago, actually. Oh, volume breaking down to 200. Look at this. This stock now. Anybody who bought this stock this year is now losing money. Right here. See this pink line? Anybody who bought this stock this year. This is what I was saying with the previous. Wait for it to break this line. This one did on really good volume. I would imagine it was news or something or earnings, but nonetheless, we're here. Don't day trade this stock. A lot of wicks. Do not day trade this. This is not a day trading stock. It's a swing trading stock. And you could tell by the wick how wicky it is right here. We got all these wicks. Ollie, I'm actually not in a rush today. How nice. You still believe in KR? I don't think so, Angie. I don't know. We'll see today. Today, if it doesn't move higher exponentially, I no soup on KR. Nice breakdown right here on volume. GWRE, not a stock I have on my watch list a lot, but it's starting to break down pretty good. Notice what happens when it breaks this year-to-date VWAP and the 200, it just crashes. That's why that's one stock. I don't remember which one it was. I said, please make sure it breaks this level before you go short. But on volume, on volume. And I'll be talking a lot about volume today in the VIP room. One of the biggest problems you guys have is you don't pay attention to volume. That's the Bronfman stock. Their older brother, the girls that I used to trade for 7 years, their brother owns and runs this company. And Universal Studios and Seagram's and a lot of other companies that are huge. Extra space storage. That's a nice breakdown right there on volume. That's a very high probability day trade for today. I'm actually short this stock for my own account from yesterday. If a stock is too fast to give you, I don't because people get upset at me in the pit if I give them a stock that's too quick. So I don't want to do that. That's a nice breakdown with a target of the 200-day moving average. If it breaks the 200 in this, you have another run. It's breaking down. It's got a bearish trend. You got a high that's lower than the previous high. Always a good sign. Breakdown below the 50. Bounce below the 50. Use the 50. Look at the story this stock is saying. Let me just kind of give you the story, okay? Made a swing high or an all-time high. I don't know which one. Tried to rally again and test it. Couldn't do it. Broke down through the 50. Did not even bounce back to test the 50. Broke through the 100, tested the 100, couldn't break the 100, tested the 15, and now breaking down some more on good volume. That's a story right there. That's a breakdown stock right there. Let me. That's my last short. Now let me give you, yeah, a lot of shorts, a lot of shorts. Um, a lot of these storage companies, Angie, they're being bought. A lot of small storage companies are being bought by large storage companies right now. There's like an industry takeover right now. Let me just write something to the pit members real quick. Okay. Alphabet, Google. Now, this is really important. Right here, right there, above 323.65. Not below it, above this level on volume, which it has none right now. Okay. Um, this is from yesterday. It's still on my list. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Millions. There you go. That's a nice looking stock, actually. I don't think I would day trade this stock, but it's a nice looking stock. Intel, irony of all the stocks we're looking at. Intel has to break above. My dogs are going crazy right now. I'm so glad you guys can't hear them. It needs to break above 42.28. Not yet. This is a descending triangle. You do not want to trade this right now. This is here. Here. You don't want to trade this right now. So see, it's a descending triangle. You don't want to trade this. You want to wait for it to break back up. Okay. Don't trade Intel right now. It's dangerous. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate it. I do. I do. Uh, this is probably still good for a day trade. I wouldn't be swing trading it here, and volume is a little low, but this stock has been doing really well. I called this out last week right here, and it's been running pretty good. Cisco, it has good volume too. GM, probably good for a day trade. I would be very nervous. I would be very nervous swing trading this stock, but it's still breaking up and it's still near the 8 day. So in theory, you could still swing it, but I would be very careful today. I feel like going outside and yelling at my dogs, but I'm not going to do it because you guys can't hear anything, but I can't hear anything except them. Nice breakout stock. Remember what I told you. This is a ADR, which means it has a lot of gaps. So you got to be really careful with this stock, but it may be a good day trade. Volume has been fantastic on it. Okay. ILMN. ILMN. Nice breakout on volume. That's nice. It's still right at the 8 day, so you don't have to go very far. Nice breakout there. Now, this is an interesting one. I'll tell you why I posted it on here. This one looks really good from a, um, let me show you why I like this one. Got a nice triangle here. The problem is it hasn't broken out of the triangle and it can just consolidate. So you want this stock if it's trading above 80-80, 80-80, okay? 80-80. It can just easily come right up here and pull one of these on you. See this? You don't want to get stuck in here. So you want to buy above 8. You want to buy when it has a nice clean breakout above this level on volume, but it's a nice looking structure. So I thought I'd bring it to your attention. Um, FLS. Don't really know exactly what this company does, but they have a nice trend line right now. Nice trend. Very nice trend. Looks very similar to General Motors, actually. It's a nice breakout right here. And this is in breakout right now. Just volume is not there. Again, my job is just to bring things to your attention. These are watch list stocks. And this is the last one, Taiwan Semiconductor. It's a little overextended. I probably would day trade this stock. But after the Fed came out, volume is okay. It's moving up. It's a nice stock. And it's not a huge stock, which means it's got some firepower, not too much correlation to the S&P. All right, guys. So here, thanks, Rock. I just bought a new pair of headphones too, the Sonys. I haven't connected them yet. I got to connect that on my. I'm going to have a very busy weekend. All right. After I come back from Tampa, it's my daughter's graduation. Oh, by the way, folks, I should probably tell you this. Tomorrow will be my last day here this week. I will not be here on Friday. This is going to be my first time taking a full day off, even the morning. The reason I'm doing that is because my daughter, my oldest daughter, is graduating. All right. She's graduating. She's in Tampa. She's graduating. So I have to go to the graduation and I'll be out of pocket. So tomorrow it'll be my last day of the week here. And then I'll come back either over the weekend for something or on Monday. Okay. Just heads up. So I will not be here on Friday and I will be updating you. Okay. So the ticker is Tower Semiconductor, not Taiwan Semiconductor, Tower Semiconductor, TSCM, TSCM. All right. So just FYI, I'll be here today. I'll be here tomorrow. And I'll be available via Telegram. I'll be telegramming you guys on Friday. But Friday, I have to go to my daughter's graduation. I want to go to my daughter's graduation. So I'm leaving tomorrow at 2:30 to Tampa. And I'm just going to be hanging out. And I don't want to work. I want to celebrate with her on Friday. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. It's two big events. Last week, it was my youngest daughter's bat mitzvah. And this Friday, it's my oldest daughter's graduation. So I'm going to take a full day and enjoy my family. All right, folks, let me give you some links before we go. Where are my manners? Here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. That's the Cam and Gustavo show. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll take lots of pictures. I'll take lots of pictures. USF. She's in USF. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's VIP room where we'll be doing Pit Part 2 today. You do not want to miss today. You do not want to miss today. And yeah, I'm gonna take my. I will tell her, and I'll take some pictures, and I'll be posting them all day on Friday. So instead of posting pictures of Clyde, I'll be posting of pictures of me and my daughter. Thank you so much. If you want to watch a replay of this video, here it is. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's just one. It's just one day, just Friday. And let me post this in Telegram for anybody who wants a replay. My wife. Let me tell her. Let me post this. If you missed here. There you go. That's the link, and I'll post it here for everybody. And I'll post it here as well. That way everybody will see it. Morning show replay. All right. There you guys go. Have a she studied law. She's an English major and administration of justice major. She's going to law school. She got 96th percentile on the LSAT, and she's applying to the top 14 schools in the country. She has a 3.89 GPA, and she's looking to go into a really good law school. I got 167 on the LSAT. She got 170. She beat daddy. I am so happy. I am so happy. Yeah, she's going to go to pretty much any law school she wants to, which means she'll probably be out of state. Not happy. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. She will get into a law school of her choice. She will. She will. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Have a great day. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for sharing everything with me. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you, guys. I'll see you later. Please be careful. Please don't do anything crazy till after 2:30. Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Be careful today, guys. Be careful. Be careful. It's